What if the secret to smoother skin and pain-free joints wasn't in a pill, but simmering quietly on your stove? It might sound far-fetched until you hear what happened during the pandemic. Many older adults, some barely able to walk from joint pain after COVID, found surprising relief not in pills or therapy, but in an old-fashioned stew. A certain kind of collagen-rich foods, soups. Yes, collagen soups. They're not trendy, not glamorous, but they work. I know you may have heard of these broths before, but there are some secret ingredients, simple yet powerful in Chinese medicine, that make them incredibly effective. In traditional Chinese medicine, these humble broths are more than food. They're rituals of healing. They restore collagen, calm inflammation, and nourish the body where modern medicine often stops short. And now, modern science is catching up, confirming that slow-simmered bone soups can help rebuild the very tissues aging breaks down. So before you reach for another supplement, come back to the stove. And stay with me until the end, because I'll show you how to maximize the effects of these soups with a few simple ingredients most people overlook. Because your next bowl of soup might just change everything. Number 1. Ancient Collagen Elixir. Chicken foot and red peanut stew. A traditional Chinese remedy for youthful joints, glowing skin, and anti-inflammatory support. Let me take you to the foothills of North Carolina, where the air is thick with pine, and families still gather on wide porches to sip tea and share stories that stretch back generations. That's where I met Linda Thompson, 67 years old, a retired schoolteacher, mother of 3, and once an avid gardener. She had recovered from COVID-19 nearly a year earlier, but her body still hadn't. Her knees ached with every step. Her lower back throbbed like a drumbeat that wouldn't stop. The pain wasn't just occasional. It was daily, dull, and relentless. I thought it would go away, she said, but it's been 12 months. Some mornings, I can barely bend down to tie my shoes. Even walking a bit left her stiff and winded. Her hands, once so nimble in the garden, felt weak. Her skin had lost its glow. Her posture sagged with fatigue. But the hardest part, she admitted, is feeling like I'm not myself anymore. Instead of handing her another bottle of painkillers, I gave her something unexpected. A soup recipe. Chicken feet, red peanuts, ginger, red dates. She raised an eyebrow. Doctor, you're giving me a stew instead of medicine? I smiled. It's more than a stew. It's what your grandmother probably knew, and what science is finally catching up to. Let me explain. The traditional Chinese medicine view. Kidney essence, blood, and qi. In traditional Chinese medicine, aging is seen not just as a decline in years, but a loss of something more precious, your jing, or kidney essence. Jing is like your body's savings account. You're born with a certain amount, and how you live determines how quickly it's spent. Symptoms like brittle nails, thinning hair, sagging skin, backaches, and yes, painful joints, all point to jing depletion. That's where this humble soup comes in. Chicken feet are believed to tonify the kidneys. They're rich in yin, nourishing collagen that supports bones, ligaments, and the deep tissues of the body. In other words, they help preserve what age tries to take away. Red peanuts, in traditional Chinese medicine, are used to nourish the spleen and generate blood. That's essential for women over 50. As blood weakens, skin pales, energy drops, and the sparkle in your eyes fades, peanuts, especially those with red skins intact, help rebuild that vibrancy. Ginger and red dates round out the recipe. They warm digestion, improve circulation, and build blood. Together, these ingredients don't just feed the body, they restore its inner engine. But don't take traditional Chinese medicine's word alone. Western science now nods in agreement. The modern science, natural collagen-rich food, joint rescue, and anti-inflammatory power. We often hear that collagen is essential for skin, for joints, for healthy aging. But what most people don't know is where to get it and how to absorb it. Chicken feet are a secret weapon. They're naturally packed with type 1 and type 2 collagen, two forms your body needs most. Type 1 helps keep your skin firm, your bones strong, and your tissues elastic. Type 2 cushions your joints and supports smooth movement, especially critical after menopause, when cartilage thins. Simmering chicken feet breaks down collagen into gelatin, and from there, into glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline, amino acids that directly feed your body's ability to rebuild its own collagen stores. What's more, chicken feet contain glucosamine and chondroitin, compounds proven in studies to reduce joint pain and improve mobility in older adults. One randomized controlled trial in arthritis and rheumatism found that daily glucosamine use led to significant improvements in knee function and pain relief, especially in those over 50. And the peanuts? They're not just there for flavor. Red peanuts contain resveratrol-like antioxidants and healthy fats, which lower chronic inflammation, a hidden driver of aging that affects everything from your skin to your memory. They also support blood flow, ensuring nutrients reach your skin and joints where they're needed most. So yes, this is no ordinary soup. It's a nutrient-dense, joint-soothing, glow-giving elixir, and it couldn't be easier to make. How to make this restorative collagen stew? Here's what you'll need. 6 to 8 cleaned chicken feet. Claws removed. About 100 grams, or 3.5 ounces, of red peanuts, and soaked for 1 to 2 hours. 1 or 2 slices of fresh ginger. 1 or 2 dried red dates, or a small handful of goji berries, optional. Filtered water. Sea salt. A splash of apple cider vinegar. Now, here's how to make it. First, blanch the chicken feet in boiling water for 1 to 2 minutes. This removes surface impurities. Rinse them well. Then, place them in a large soup pot. Add the soaked red peanuts, ginger slices, and optional red dates or goji berries. Pour in enough water to cover everything, about 6 to 8 cups. Add a teaspoon of vinegar. This helps extract more collagen. Simmer on low heat for 1.5 to 2 hours. Or, if you're using a pressure cooker, cook for about 30 minutes. Add a little sea salt to taste. And enjoy the soup warm. Pro tip: let the soup cool in the fridge. If the broth turns jelly-like, that means it's packed with natural collagen. That's exactly what you want. Who should try this? This stew isn't just for foodies. It's for anyone who wakes up with stiff knees or aching fingers, notices dry, thinning skin or brittle hair, feels tired even after a full night's sleep, wants a natural alternative to powdered collagen or supplements, seeks deep nourishment during perimenopause, menopause, or recovery. I recall Linda coming back to my clinic after 3 months of having this soup twice a week. Her lower back no longer throbbed when she stood. She walked with ease, and her skin, even behind her ears, had a soft, hydrated sheen. "It's not magic," she said, "but it feels like coming back to myself." A few gentle cautions. If you're allergic to peanuts, this recipe isn't for you. Try the beef tendon version we'll talk about next. Always buy clean, organic chicken when possible. Collagen is concentrated in connective tissue, but so are any toxins the animal was exposed to. If you have gout, keep peanut intake moderate and consult your doctor. Otherwise, this soup is gentle, grounding, and deeply satisfying, not just to your stomach, but to the deeper parts of you that long for nourishment, for warmth, for resilience. This is the kind of food your body remembers. Number 2, beef tendon or oxtail soup. A deeply nourishing collagen broth for skin strength, joint resilience, and youthful aging. There's a quiet power in food that takes time. In the fast-moving world we live in, where instant noodles and quick fixes are the norm, there's something profoundly healing about a pot that simmers slowly, hour after hour, transforming tough cuts of meat into silk, releasing minerals and collagen, nourishing us in a way that's almost spiritual. And that's exactly what beef tendon and oxtail soups offer. This isn't just about flavor, though the richness is unforgettable. It's about restoring what time has taken. Through one humble, ancient practice, slow nourishment. I once had a patient named Mr. Koji, a retired math teacher in his early 70s. Tall and strong in his youth, but now, thinner, slower, and always rubbing his knees. He told me, "Doctor, the pain's not unbearable, but it's constant. It's aging me." I smiled and said, "Let's feed your joints, not just medicate them." So I taught him how to make oxtail soup because he is allergic to peanuts. 6 months later, he returned with better posture, stronger legs, and a new ritual, simmering soup on Sunday, enjoying it with his wife on Monday. The science, collagen power in every spoonful. Beef tendon and oxtail aren't just flavorful. They are among the richest whole food sources of type 1 and type 3 collagen. Type 1. Collagen is the backbone of your skin, bones, and ligaments. It provides strength and elasticity, keeping your skin firm, your bones dense, and your tendons resilient. Type 3. Collagen is more delicate. It supports blood vessels, internal organs, and skin hydration. As we age, our type 3 collagen declines dramatically, which may explain why skin becomes thinner, veins more visible, and recovery slower. Now here's the magic. When you slow cook these cuts, hours on a gentle flame, the tough connective tissues break down into gelatin, rich in glycine, proline, hydroxyproline, and even glucosamine and chondroitin. These compounds don't just sit in your body, they signal your cells to repair and rebuild. According to a study published in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition, collagen peptides taken regularly improved skin elasticity, hydration, and dermal collagen density in women over 50, with some effects visible after just 8 weeks. And yes, that includes collagen from soups, especially when combined with nutrients that help the body absorb and utilize it. We'll talk more about those additions later. But beyond the science, there's soul in this soup. In traditional Chinese medicine, oxtail and tendon aren't leftovers, they're treasures. They are believed to strengthen the sinews and bones, ideal for people with creaky knees, stiff fingers, or weakness in the lower back. Tonify qi and blood, meaning they help restore overall energy and replenish what's been lost through stress, illness, or aging. Warm and lubricate the joints, especially beneficial for older adults or during cold seasons when pain often worsens. There's even an old saying in Chinese medicine, "Eat tendon to build tendon." In other words, by consuming collagen-rich foods, you nourish your body's own ability to restore structure and flexibility. Benefits. After 50. Let's be clear, this isn't just a collagen-rich soup, it's a tool for healthy aging. Here's what regular consumption of beef tendon or oxtail soup can support. Restores collagen lost through aging and hormonal changes. Improves skin elasticity, firmness, and hydration. Strengthens joints and ligaments. Supports bone density and reduces the risk of fractures. Calms inflammation and improves post-workout or injury recovery. Boosts blood circulation, which is vital for tissue repair and brain health. For people over 50, especially women navigating menopause or men dealing with muscle loss, these benefits are real, tangible, and life-improving. How to prepare this collagen-rich broth. It takes time, but your body is worth the wait. Here's what you'll need. 1 pound of beef tendon or oxtail, or a mix of both. 1 to 2 slices of fresh ginger. 1 clove of garlic, optional. 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. This helps release collagen. 8 cups of filtered water. Sea salt, to taste. Optional. Goji berries, red dates, or Chinese herbs for added warmth. Now, let's make it. First, blanch the beef tendon or oxtail in boiling water for 2 to 3 minutes. This removes surface impurities. Rinse well. Then place the meat in a large soup pot. Add the ginger, garlic, vinegar, and 8 cups of water. Bring everything to a boil. Then reduce the heat to a gentle simmer. Let it cook slowly for 3 to 5 hours. Or, if you're using a pressure cooker, about 1 hour works well. Skim off any foam or impurities that rise to the surface. Season lightly with sea salt. Enjoy the broth warm. Store leftovers in the fridge. When it cools, the broth should turn slightly jelly-like. That means it's rich in collagen. Serving tip. In the last 30 minutes of cooking, you can add vegetables like carrots, spinach, or daikon radish. It turns your broth into a complete, nutrient-packed meal with extra fiber and vitamins. Who should drink this? Women and men over 50 noticing joint discomfort, fine lines, or bone fragility. People recovering from illness, surgery, or chronic stress. Anyone seeking a whole food alternative to synthetic collagen powders. Individuals with poor digestion or who feel cold easily. Traditional Chinese medicine would call this a cold constitution. Those trying to rebuild strength and radiance from the inside out. Mr. Koji was one of those people. After 2 months of sipping this soup 2 to 3 times a week, his wife told me quietly, "He's laughing again. He plays with our granddaughter without groaning, and his skin, it glows more than mine." Notes and customizations. Choose grass-fed, hormone-free beef whenever possible. Collagen collects in connective tissue, and you want it clean. If you're avoiding red meat, you can use fish head or fish skin soups instead. They're also foods rich in collagen and used for centuries in Asian traditions. If you have a sensitive stomach, start with small portions. The gelatin is healing, but your body might need time to adjust. And one final tip. This soup isn't meant to be gulped. Sip it slowly. Savor the warmth. Let your body recognize it, absorb it, and rebuild from it. Just like patience builds wisdom, slow food builds strength. Enhancing collagen production, beyond just collagen in the soup. Now, while collagen-rich soups like chicken feet stew and oxtail broth are powerful in their own right, they're only part of the picture. Here's the truth. Your body doesn't just absorb collagen as is and slot it directly into your skin or joints. It breaks collagen down into amino acids, then reassembles it, but only if the right tools are available. Think of it like this. You've brought all the bricks, collagen, but without the right workers, nutrients, no house gets built. So, how do we give your body everything it needs to use that soup to its fullest potential? Let's start with the key nutrient allies in this collagen symphony. Vitamin C. This is the spark that ignites collagen synthesis. Add foods like bell peppers, tomatoes, lemon juice, or spinach to your soup for a vital boost. Zinc, found in poultry, beans, seeds, and shellfish. It supports collagen, cross-linking, and wound healing. Copper, present in mushrooms, nuts, seeds, and dark leafy greens, essential for the strength of collagen and elastin. Proline and glycine. These amino acids are abundant in bone broth, but also in egg whites, meats, and even cabbage. Collagen tip. Try a golden sweet potato bone broth. Start with a chicken broth base, add turmeric, sweet potato, rich in beta-carotene, carrots, ginger, spinach, and a splash of lemon. This creates not just a collagen soup, but a collagen-building environment inside your body. Consistency is everything. One bowl a day, or even a few times a week, builds change over time, slowly, quietly, but deeply. So, here we are, my friend, back where we started, but hopefully with a deeper understanding and a warmer heart. Collagen loss doesn't have to mean surrender. Not when we have time-honored traditions, healing soups, and the wisdom of both science and soul to guide us. These recipes aren't magic potions, but over time, with love, consistency, and care, they can restore more than just skin or joints. They can bring back a sense of strength, beauty, and self-trust. You deserve to feel radiant, strong, and nourished. And sometimes, it all starts with a simple bowl of soup.